Well, on this episode, it's time for some girls basketball as we find ourselves at Massasoit College for the Division I South Sectional Semifinals between your Wellesley Raiders and the still undefeated Braintree Wamps. After coming so close to upsetting the two-time defending state champs back in January, we just knew these two extremely talented teams would somehow find a way to meet yet again come tournament. So here we are on Monday inside a packed gym as the 20-2 Raiders look for payback, and the 21-0 Wamps looking to break another record. Opening quarter, both teams struggle in the first 3 minutes before a point is finally scored, which is honestly no surprise when you have arguably the two best defenses collide here on the court. Brianna Herlihy would finally score the first 2 points here in the paint, and then Herlihy banks it in and one. Foul is called, but it sure looked all ball to give Braintree a 5-0 advantage. Wellesley, meanwhile, having an extremely tough time getting the ball inside, finally do here on this play as Dorian Cohen fakes it, drives baseline, and banks it through. Wellesley's down 5-2. But those first quarter struggles would continue for Wellesley as Wamps take an 11-2 lead out of that opening quarter. Behind a layup by Jenna Roach and a tray here by Keela Dixon, Wamps' lead is getting bigger by the moment, as the rim unfortunately continues to not be kind to the Raiders. But Dorian Cohen is key in this first half as Cohen is able to get inside the paint again for some much needed points here in this second quarter. Dorian Cohen again driving baseline for her 6th point of the half to make it an 18-6 deficit. Then Leo Sperling, just a fantastic effort here, crashing the boards for her own rebound, sinking in the putback, and one. That would be clutch as Wellesley needs any momentum, now down 18-9. But before halftime, Raiders are hit with a huge loss. Dorian Cohen lands awkwardly on her right foot, goes down, clearly in pain. But adding insult, his refs call a travel, which honestly is tough to stay on your feet when one is severely sprained. Just a huge hit to this team now as we head into halftime. Braintree 22, Wellesley 9. And Dorian Cohen is unfortunately done for the game. So when you're down by 13 to the unbeaten two-time defending champs, struggling on offense, and now have just lost a consistent scorer in Dorian Cohen, talk about having your backs against the wall heading into this second half. But with the possibility of these being the very last 2 quarters to an outstanding season only few can dream about, how about instead leave it all on the court and try and make one epic comeback? Hey, with these players, why not? So with one of their sisters down injured, these band of sisters played the game of their life the rest of the way. In a truly inspiring third quarter, Emma Ivy, Emily Cronin, and Kelsey Zarl helped get things started, scoring 6 quick points. And you can already feel the atmosphere in this packed gym start to change. Caroline Sullivan, with the turnaround J, sinks it in, and the Raider deficit is now 26-17. And it's back to a single-digit Braintree lead here. Kelsey Zarl then swings it out to Leo Sperling, who steps back and drains it from downtown as the Raider bench erupts. Will the Wamps somehow get yet another shot to roll in? Caroline Sullivan again with a turnaround J, and this time goes glass and banks in another key shot. Now down 30-22, defense comes through as Leo Sperling takes it away from Brianna Herlihy, and running down the court, Sperling sinks in the fast break layup as Wellesley is now down 30-24. The Raiders in this third quarter alone have already outscored Wamps 15-8, and we have got a game here. Caroline Sullivan filling in for Dorian Cohen has just been solid in this third, knocking down shots, and then with a great defense, forcing a jump ball here and giving Raiders back the possession. Kelsey Zarl would then drive to the hoop and sink in that clutch floater. With a minute and a half left in this unforgettable third, Raiders are only down by 4, 30-26. Unbelievable. But before the end of this third, you can say what you want, but as the Oscar for Best Acting in a Flop goes to Allison Dillon here, the supporting actor goes to the refs as they fall for it. The offensive foul is called on Caroline Sullivan. Not done yet though, as Braintree gets another call to go their way. Emily Cronin here driving to the basket gets called for the offensive foul, even though Keela Dixon clearly never stopped moving her feet. Just a couple tough calls to take here as both stops could have been more points for Wellesley. But as we open up this fourth and move deeper into the final quarter, Braintree has definitely regained their confidence and dominance. That momentum stays here with the Wamps as they cash in on a few mistakes by Wellesley to start to pull away. Despite a great effort here by Leo Sperling and Kelsey Zarl as they both try to keep the Raiders in this game, those points would unfortunately not be enough to keep up with Braintree. In this fourth and crucial quarter, Braintree is the one who comes out with the victory, taking the sectional semifinals by the score 47-35. But what a battle, as these Raiders would not go down without a fight. Even when the odds were stacked against them, for this team to come out in the third and just totally leave it all on the court says everything about this team. The toughness and determination all these players had from day one. It started first with the captains Emma Ivey, Katie Williamson, Emily Cronin, and Caroline Sullivan, though it may be the end to their high school careers and the end to a truly amazing 20-3 season. It's a season all 15 players won't ever forget. This is not the last time you'll see the Raiders in the playoffs. They will be back, because these Wellesley Raiders aren't just a team, they are a band of sisters. Final here, Wamps 47, Raiders 35. After quickly moving on to the quarterfinals, taking care of business, shutting out Leominster, Raiders girls hockey team would not only have to deal with 8 days rest, but would face off on the ice here at Gallo Arena to face the surprising Medway Ashland Mustangs, the number 22 seed who beat two tough teams, both in overtime, to get here. And looking to continue to be that underdog upset, Medway here in the first comes out with a couple good chances here. But Alyssa Semino just rejects both shots. And so with just around 4 minutes to go in this quick opening quarter, Danny Hickman's shot from the slot deflects off a skate perfectly to Kylie Noonan, who sees daylight and buries the nasty putback. It's 1-0 Raiders, just like that. And in this already defensive battle here, that goal is huge. Mustangs, though, would bring it here in the second period. But Semino and the Raiders are more than ready. Watch these back-to-back outstanding saves here as Medway Ashland on the attack. Somehow, someway, this putback attempt by Kerry Ann Good hits the part of Semino's leg pad that fortunately kicks it left out of the crease instead. Missed opportunities like that would come back to haunt the Mustangs as that one-goal Raiders edge stays into the third. Early minutes of this final period, it's a tight one here. Wellesley is looking for that dagger to put the Mustangs away, and they find it right here. Carly Boyle centers it outside to Amy Dorr, and Dorr's wrister gets slowed down by goalie Rachel Giddings, and the puck somehow makes it through 5-hole. And it's now a 2-0 advantage as the Raiders get a key score here by Amy Dorr. That goal is exactly what this team needed, as a date with the semifinals looks even more sure. With just under a minute and counting, the bench and superfan Katie Korskadden can't wait for the final seconds to tick away. And finally, the whistle blows and the Raiders can now celebrate. That's now 2 games down. Wellesley, behind solid team defense and another shutout by Alyssa Semino, never panicked when the score was close. 2 goals by Kylie Noonan and Amy Dorr would be all that's needed here, as these Raiders advance to the semifinals by the final score, Wellesley 2, Medway Ashland, nothing. So we fast forward to Monday night, already knowing Notre Dame Academy earned their ticket to the TD Garden. So now it would be either Wellesley or Plymouth here at Gallo who would earn the right for the other spot for the championship. But first things first, Raiders have to take care of business right here, right now. And beating this Plymouth team is not an easy task by any means. This fast-paced opening period comes and goes scoreless, so we fast forward to an action-packed second period. So strap yourselves in for a wild ride. With both teams relentless on the offensive attack, it'll be Plymouth, though, who finds net first. With 8:57 to go in this second, Kayla Donovan takes a loose puck and goes glove side and finds the back of the net, and the Blue Eagles take a 1-0 advantage. For Wellesley, though, what better way to answer that score is just get one right back. How about 35 seconds later? Carly Boyle in the face-off circle sets and around 2 defenders buries the wrister top shelf. How about that equalizer? That Blue Eagles 1-goal advantage quickly disappears with 1 shot. But Raiders aren't done yet. I did tell you to strap in, remember? 50 seconds tick away, and Sophie Vernon along the board centers it ahead to Kylie Noonan. And Noonan in the slot with the wrister, you guessed it, goes top shelf. for the first time in the game, Wellesley has the lead, with 2 goals scored unanswered in less than 2 minutes. But before this exciting second comes to a close, with 2 of her outstanding 20 saves, this play could be the best one here by Alyssa Semino, as Alyssa Semino denies it, then point blank gloves the putback that also rang post. What a save. So we head to the third and hopefully final period, with Wellesley holding on to that 2-1 edge over Plymouth. On yet another Raiders penalty kill here, Alyssa Semino stuffs the puck under her pad, barely a second passes, and the ref blows the whistle. Which, no problem, that's what you do when a goalie is sitting on the puck. So we're clear, right? Just checking, cause minutes later again, puck is under Semino. Everyone's fighting for it in the crease, as Semino's getting pushed further into the netting. Where is the whistle? Oh, there it is, 8 seconds later. As this play that should have been blown dead by the refs is now a game-tying score for the Blue Eagles instead. This is the semifinals. What is it going to be? A whistle after barely a second, or 8 longest seconds of your life? So the pressure continues in this third, and as the minutes slowly tick away, you can't help but think this game cannot go into overtime because of that questionable call. And so to make things right again, with 1 minute 15 seconds left in regulation, Sophie Vernon shoots it, puck ricochets off near post, off far post, game-winning goal. And that is a fantastic, you've got to be kidding me, what just happened kind of streaming feeling. That's what just happened, is that Sophie Vernon's score won the game. Not just any game, for the 3rd straight year in a row, these Wellesley Raiders are going to the TD Garden for the state championship. For all the hard work, effort, determination, and never-ending quit in this team, this is what it's all about. The final here may be Wellesley 3, Plymouth 2, but with 3 games down, there is still 1 more to go. See you on Sunday, as the Raiders will be ready to fight for that championship. So don't even miss a second of it. Well, congratulations again to the girls basketball team on a truly unforgettable season. Girls hockey continues to dominate their opponents, as Wellesley Media will be right there every step of the way as the Wellesley Raiders fight for the state championship. Watch all games and highlights on demand at wellesleymedia.org, our YouTube and Facebook pages at Wellesley Public Media, right here, Comcast 9 and Verizon 39.